One length bob into a graduated bob. If you have a lot of clients coming in, they want to stay around that sort of length but want something a little bit different, this is a great way of just updating their look, taking them away from a one length haircut to a little bit of a graduated look. So the mannequin is all wet now, and then what we're going to do, you can see there's a one length just put in there. Let's just get her squared up there. Now you can see that hairline there is sitting pretty much on that client's hairline. So when it comes to, if she wanted, if this was a fresh haircut, or these things do happen in salon where you do a one length bob or any sort of haircut, and then a client will come along and sort of say, oh, to be honest, I'd rather the back didn't sit so blunt. If it just beveled round a little bit, this is a perfect way to do it as well. If that client come in and the hair was down here, we could pop that baseline in to the hairline, and then we can start sectioning off to put in the graduated shape. So all I'm going to first start to do is work from that high point of the head, as I always do. Reason for, it's just a really nice point of reference. When you have these reference points to work from and to, it's like a GPS. It just gives you that sort of, right, we started there last time, so we're going to work from there again. But people say, oh, why do you always work from the high point and everything like that? Is it not different on everybody's head? It is. So working from that high point on everybody's head and the planes of the head being flat points of the head, what this gives me is it gives me a bespoke haircut for the individual. They might have it quite high, might have it quite low. What it does is it makes this haircut fit the individual. So you can see there, I've just split the front from the back. We don't really need to worry too much about the front today because obviously the length is there. What we want to be really concentrating on is getting this bevel into that hair to create a shape which is graduated like so. So what we're going to work with the back, straight down middle back, we're going to find that occipital bone. I'm going to come across and section through there, and just keeping your hair sectioned out of the way nice and neat makes hair cutting and colouring, I have to say that, so much easier because the hair's just out of the way. So pop a clip in there. Clips I'm using today, Simply Hair. The guys over at Simply Hair have been supporting me for a while now, so I've got to give those guys a shout out. I use all their foil, tint brushes, bowls, everything, clips. They're just so good. So you can see there, middle back section, we came down to the occipital bone. The occipital bone is that bone that protrudes out of your head. Some are bigger, some are smaller. Some people say, I haven't got one. You have got one. And it comes through there, and then just to sort of like the middle of the ear of this mannequin, just a little bit higher than normal. But again, we were talking about head shapes and everything. These mannequins are all different head shapes. This is quite a small mannequin head. I've got some mannequins which have got massive heads. So this sectioning pattern would have looked quite different on different mannequins, exactly the same as with clients. And then we're going to pull out on that angle there, and we're just going to start to graduate. So it's not quite 45 degrees. There's 45 degrees. There's 90 degrees. So what we say is I'm going to be working at probably, what, a 55 degree angle, 60 degree angle today. I'm just going to work to my previous guide. So I'm going to be over directing back, but only to my previous. If we try to over direct this right back to here, it's not going to reach because of the length of this haircut. And what we want to create, a little bit of shortness in here, so the haircut does come up slightly and just drops down very slightly. But because this is a one length bob, we've got to try and create that illusion that it is a little bit shorter at the back by using graduation. So again, this section here, I'm pulling to my previous guide. Just clean up that section there. Find my guide. Make sure I'm over directing back to my previous. So this is known as a moving guide. And again, first guide, we forget about. That second guide is what's important now. Then we bring it back to there. Drop that in. We forget that second cut. Our third cut is now our guide. I'm going to continue on the right hand side. There we go. That back section is all graduated using that shortest hairline length as our guide. We're then going to work through another 2 inches section through this top, dropping that down. Again, remember to clip it out of the way. Now we've got some overhang, and this is what we're going to be cutting off now, continuing that shape up like so. So we're going to find that middle guide again, We can see that shortest piece there. We're going to find the guide, which is just at the bottom of my fingers, and then we're going to angle my fingers to follow on from that shape. Is we're going to over direct all of this back to here rather than moving round the head, creating a little bit of disconnection through this edge, because what you'll find is a lot of times here graduated bobs go like that and then come up. It's because we don't leave enough hair around the back of the ears. So this is why we're going to over direct this back to maintain that fullness behind the ears, and then that's something we can personalize once it's dry. Now, depending on the length of your bob, you might not have much to cut there. I certainly didn't, but we've kept the weight behind that ear exactly how we wanted to. So we're finding that first guide again. We're going to pull down through here, find our guide, and then we're just following that angle through the rest of the haircut. So again, pulling straight back out of the head, so you can see I'm not over directing like that. I can see my guide there. If I move that out of the way, I can see my guide there. And then this is the bit. If we moved round to here, we'd be cutting all of that length off, which we'd lose through there. So we're just pulling straight back. You'll see there's not much comes off. There is a bit though, like that. Maintaining that graduated shape, but also maintaining the fullness behind the ear. We're going to drop down these top sections. We're then going to find the middle guide. That's one top tip as well. When you're working with anybody on a haircut, and it is hard when working with people who move and talk and everything like that, but when you notice clients maybe move their head up, down, forward, you'll see a lot of my haircuts are always in natural position. And the reason for this is because natural position, I can always say to a client, just pop your head back to natural, and they'll just put it there and they're relaxed. If I say, oh, just pop your head forward, one haircut or one section might be like this, and then they're talking to you and it might be like this, like this, like this. They'll turn around back there, oh, just pop it back forward for me. Could be like that. And it's just those inconsistencies of not you, but the client's angle of their head changing slightly is what can ultimately change the outcome of the haircut. So we've got to find our guide through there, just at the bottom of my fingers there. I'm just going to cut it this way just so you can see. There's my guide, pulling straight up from the head, and I'm just taking that off there. You can already see that graduated shape tucking into the neck. So again, like the previous section below, I'm not going to work around the head. Everything is pulling towards me, so I can make sure that I maintain this weight and bulk through here until we come to personalize. So just so you can see a different angle of the cut, pulling straight out, we find that angle, find our guide, and when we're taking off the top sort of layer, there's tiny bits. Pulling straight out from that head, finding your guide, finding that angle, making sure my client's head isn't moving. Not like that, but the mannequin's head was slightly moving. Hey, I wouldn't do that to a client. And then last section, pulling straight back there. I can see my guide, top and bottom. I'm just cutting that in there. I'll do this side, then we'll have a look at the back. So as you can see, the haircut's just been done at the back, and you can already see this top section here beveling down, and it's getting longer towards these sides, maintaining that weight around the back of the ears. So now that that back's done, you can see there, we're just going to move on to the sides. So how we want to work these sides is we want to find the middle guide. If that's where we're working from, we'll work from there today. And we'll just pull that down there and then just have a look and see what's going on. So this is a one length bob. What we could do if it reached, I don't think it's going to reach, is we could over direct that back to add a little bit of a bevel. So I'll show you. So we'll grab here, and that's just moved into the front section now. We'll pull back and find our guide from the front, which is minimal. So I'm just going to take off like so. And that's just what will connect the front to the back with the shape. So next section, I'll very much doubt this will reach, but we'll have a look. It's better to sit. Yeah, no, nothing is reaching there at all apart from a little bit of dust. So what we'll do is, I'll just do what I've just done there on the other side so it's balanced. We'll blow dry it and then we'll customize it once it's dry. So there's the finished result from the blow dry. You can see we've got graduation in this shape now. So I'm just going to use the points of my scissors and just tickle and take off tiny little bits of hair. We're not going to be taking chunks off. We just want to loosen up that hairline slightly, especially on these mannequins because they do sit very straight and very blunt. But I just want to refine the outline just that little bit more, just so it gives us that little bit sharper shape. So you can see there, we've got a really nice graduated bob, really nice seamless layer graduation in the hair. We layered through here, but just to connect in with that back. You can see there, beautiful. So if you enjoyed today's video, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know. If you want to check out this video, because then this will take you on another journey on my channel, and let me know what you think about that. Until next time, I'll see you on the next video.